Welcome to Lower Dauphin High School, getting ready for live wrestling
Testing,
tonight.
mine's not on.
Cedar Cliff against Lower Dauphin. A late start here tonight because of the preliminary matches that went a little bit longer than expected here at the beginning. So we're going to get ready to get going here with a Mid-Penn Keystone Division matchup. And as you can expect in live TV, we're trying to get everything organized here as the teams get ready to come out onto the mat for tonight. Both teams come into this with a record of 3-0 in division competition. Cedar Cliff comes in with a very gaudy 11-0 record overall. Lower Dauphin got off to a 7-0 start this year, but then ran into some difficulties at the Cumberland Valley dual meet on Saturday, losing 3 of 4. And we're going through the pre-match introductions.
At 126 pounds, for Cedar Cliff either Josh McLaughlin or Christian Purcell. Lower Dauphin, Kirkland Castle.
Testing, testing. John, good evening.
Okay, partner.
we're on the mic.
You're all wired up now. Okay.
We've had a little bit of technical difficulties, but as always, in wrestling, we persevere. We don't complain. We figure out a way to get on air, and we are tonight here at Lower Dauphin Gym.
We're going to fight to the finish on this one. So as we said, a big one in Mid-Penn Keystone. Both teams got off to good starts. Cedar Cliff has continued to that from the very beginning. They've just been demolishing their dual meet opponents. Lower Dauphin, on the other hand, got off to a good start. Really ran into some buzzsaws on Saturday, losing 3 of 4, including being shut out by Cumberland Valley 66-0. So the big question tonight is, can Cedar Cliff sustain the early season success? And the other question is, can Lower Dauphin rebound mentally from the beatdown that they actually took on Saturday?
I see some challenges. Anytime you start with 3 forfeits, you're behind the 8 ball. And with the team that has a solid lineup like Cedar Cliff through, that puts you at a distinct disadvantage from the door. I think Lower Dauphin has proven that they've got a solid group of individuals in the upper weights, but really struggle from 103 to about 138. So tonight, I think we get a chance to see where their heart's at. They say that your character is revealed in times of adversity. Well, they faced real adversity against Cumberland Valley, getting blanked. Any wrestler that I know in Lower Dauphin with its proud history will be able to rebound tonight. We'll see if that shocking defeat was one that is going to cause them to rebound in a way that makes them competitive again. Tonight is a real test, I think, to show the heart of Lower Dauphin and whether or not they're going to be a program to compete moving forward. I think we're going to see tonight, which we don't normally see in wrestling matches, the ability to have matchups between the best wrestlers at their weight class. You're not going to see a lot of movement around, so you may see some really good individual matchups. I don't think we're going to see a great overall team match, but I think you're going to see some really good wrestling from individuals. And as I always like to as a fan, and at home as a fan, you want to see the best kids that are on the mat be able to match up against each other. And tonight I think we're going to see that at 113. We're going to see it starting at around the 150-pound area, right through the 220 area. So good individual matchups. Maybe a challenge for Lower Dauphin tonight as it relates to the team match.
Okay, so while we're still getting ready here, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with live wrestling action for you from Lower Dauphin here on High School Sports Live on ABC 27.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Look, Ryan. Shh. Look over there. I see it. I see it. Is that what I think it is? That's a beauty. Wait, look. There's an even bigger one. Oh, wow. Shh. buddy. I know where there's a whole herd of them.
Stop by Hoffman Ford. You'll be sure to save a lot of bucks.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
How about we cut some fat from the system? How about we lose the hot air and secondhand smoke? Let's give everyone a great choice of doctors and remember we're our own primary care providers. Let's build better plans and pick up some better habits along the way. It's time to be the change we want to see in healthcare and the change we want to see in ourselves. Let's do it all for health. Highmark, Blue Shield.
At Giant, it's never been easier for you to shop smart. Discover low prices on the items you buy most. Save on thousands of items every week with new Red Bonus Buy savings. And with gas rewards, you save big at the pump. You'll love how your savings stack up. Only at Giant. Earn gas extra reward savings every time you shop and pump up your rewards even more with weekly bonus offers in-ad and in-store. Gas extra rewards go farther at Giant.
And we are back at Lower Dauphin, and live wrestling is underway. We're starting tonight at 220 pounds. On the mat for Cedar Cliff, Jaden Demi taking on Taylor Staggerwald of Lower Dauphin.
Jaden Demi already with an underhook. Looking to grab them both. Both guys looking to try to gain position. As we know with the heavier weights, there may not be as much action, but we see already guys trying to get a heavyweight type finish from their feet.
You may recognize the name Jaden Demi from the football field, the all-star running back of Cedar Cliff, the school's all-time leading rusher. Making quite a name for himself on the wrestling mat. I believe he comes in with a 15-2 record so far this year.
Nice attempt at a single leg. You don't see that too much from 220. Again, switches off down low, continues to move around, able to take on the weight. Jaden Demi again weighing in tonight. He's a 195-pounder. Moving up to 220, as we said, we talked about matching up against the best wrestlers, and when you give up that kind of weight, in this case, probably about 20 pounds, which makes a significant difference, especially when you're moving underneath and have that kind of leg attack it looks like Jaden Demi is already trying to make. Again, outside sweep, double leg scoops it, keeps the weight off of him, needs to connect with two in order to establish control. Pops his head, not yet, now he gets two. Has to work out.
Staggerwald weighed in at 215 tonight.
And as expected, kind of tough holding him down, but does a great job of the takedown against the bigger opponent. Demi looks like an athlete, I'll tell you.
I wouldn't want to be a defensive back trying to tackle him in the open field, and I wouldn't want to have put some headgear on and take him on the mat here as well either.
No, again, another outside sweep. Uses, again, the weight against the bigger opponent against him. Bangs his nose up a little bit. Looks like it's going to be the first injury timeout here. For those of you at home that do not know, when you are injured, you get a chance for a minute and 30 total injury time. First injury timeout. Doctors come out, you're able to, as the wrestler, indicate that you're okay. Second injury timeout, the opposing wrestler gets the choice on the mat, top, bottom, or neutral position. The third injury timeout will disqualify you. And again, a total of a minute and 30 in injury time.
So while they're attending to Jaden Demi out on the mat, looks like he's still going to be take some time to recompose himself here. So we'll take a quick break and then we'll come back. More with Lower Dauphin, Cedar Cliff, and Lower Dauphin High School Sports Live on ABC 27.
At Giant, it's never been easier for you to shop smart. Discover low prices on the items you buy most. Save on thousands of items every week with new Red Bonus Buy savings. And with gas rewards, you save big at the pump. You'll love how your savings stack up. Only at Giant. Earn gas extra reward savings every time you shop and pump up your rewards even more with weekly bonus offers in-ad and in-store. Gas extra rewards go farther at Giant.
There's a good sight to see. Jaden Demi of Cedar Cliff in the white singlet is on his feet, getting ready to resume this match. Just under 4 seconds left in the opening period.
Against the bigger opponent, I assume he wishes he had a helmet on tonight after that blow to the nose. Still was able to recover, went from injury time to blood time, and now again against the bigger opponent, going to have some challenges trying to keep him down, but is able to at the end of the first period.
So a good opening period for Demi despite the injury. He's going to take a 4-1 lead into the second period. First bout of the match, or first bout of the evening tonight at 220 pounds.
Demi selecting the neutral position to start the second period, has had great success on his feet against, again, the bigger opponent in Steigerwald.
Steigerwald comes in with a 6-6 record. He's got 22 victories in his career.
Looks like a strong kid, too. I wouldn't be surprised to hear that he's on the offensive or defensive line for Lowerdahl. Nice, again, single leg attack, but he's got to be careful against the bigger opponent. Again, snatches it, can't come around the back. He's got to be careful to not get caught underneath with that weight disadvantage.
And George, in a situation like this where you know your opponent is dazed or somewhat injured, do you take advantage of that?
Sure, I mean, like any other sport, you want to figure out a way to take advantage of any situation. In this case, if you got somebody disoriented, you want to move quickly to the side, attempt to try to take advantage. Of course, you can't swing a punch, but you can certainly hopefully gain some kind of advantage with a leg attack. In this case, Steigerwald does not appear to have much of a leg attack, although he's clearly the stronger opponent here. In that case, Demi now awarded for stalling, backing away. Now Steigerwald also warned for stalling. Both guys with one stalling warning. Second stalling warning results in a point for your opponent.
Coming up on 30 seconds left in the second period.
Man, that is really quick in a stalling warning again. Backing away, Denny getting called for a second stalling warning. Now in on a leg attack quickly. Again, this has got to be a tough situation for him wrestling up.
Wrestling up, dazed, injured, and now all of a sudden has to go on the attack.
Just lost his nose plug on the mat. Now Steigerwald backing away. Denny doing a great job of pressing. Third period selects the defensive position to start.
Here's another look at the Demi backing up, and that's what
Push
the official called as stalling. There's the point being awarded. So it's 4-3 now as we go to the final 2 minutes.
Steigerwald throwing legs here. Kind of unusual for 220. Draped over a little bit too high. Denny doing the right thing by trying to dig the leg out. Is able to do it, grab the ankle. Steigerwald back around behind. Both legs underneath, now trying to rip the hand. Denny's on his feet, must return him to the mat, or it will be another stalling. Denny with an escape.
So it's now 5-3. Very vocal crowd. Bench is being very vocal here. And is this what, another blood timeout, George?
I do not know. Blood, I see it. Yeah, he's now pointed to his nose as a blood timeout. Which again, we talked about injury, blood timeout. You have the unlimited blood timeout. You can get multiple ones. The total amount of cumulative time is 5 minutes. but there are no penalties. As blood is present, you don't want anything communicated between any of the wrestlers, so they have to address the situation. Once the situation is stopped, the clock is stopped, then there's time for cleanup. So, but total of 5 minutes for blood time. And last time, as we saw, Denny was switched from injury to blood. So they're trying to address a nosebleed that happened during that injury timeout.
Watching at home, you get the full effect of the atmosphere here tonight. Lower Dauphin, one of those schools where they turn out most of the lights, only keeping the lights on above the mat. So you get that glow from all the lights and a lot of shadows, and it takes on a surreal feeling.
I love it that way. We did it in college. I used to love places where they'd only put the light on over the mat. Denny now trying to headlock. Slipped off. Now he is given a technical violation for fleeing the mat. Interesting calls here. Very interesting calls early. Technical violation for fleeing the mat allows, again, Steigerwald 1 point there. They called Denny for fleeing the mat. He missed a headlock, and they claimed he left the mat area and did not wrestle back in.
Well, I tell you, George, we've seen some things already in the first 5 minutes here tonight that we haven't seen yet this year.
Kind of quick. I mean, the calls are all judgment calls, but ones that were made kind of quick, and which makes both crowds anxious. When you make that kind of precedence, you got to call them both ways. You ask for consistency as an official.
So overlooked here is the fact that Denny still has a 5-4 lead with 30 seconds left.
And again, Denny, in my opinion, is promoting the action here. Continues to get down in a leg. Steigerwald now looking for a headlock. Denny trying to get back around. Oh, they were called out of bounds. Boy, it'd be nice to see a replay of that one. If Steigerwald's supporting points are in fact in bounds, that should have been a takedown.
Here it is again.
Steigerwald tries a headlock, misses. Denny comes around, puts him to his back. He's out. Good call by the official.
Could be our move of the match that doesn't count. Let's start a new category tonight. 10 seconds left now. Demi's still on top, 5-4. And Jaden Demi, Cedar Cliff, gets the first win of the night at 220 pounds. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
So Cedar Cliff takes the first match of the night by a score of 5-4. Jaden Demi over Taylor Steigerwald. So we're now going to move on to 285 pounds tonight. And it's Nathan Bucks for Lower Dauphin against Sergio Acala for Cedar Cliff.
Big weight advantage here. Nate Bucks weighing in at 279.3 tonight. Acala probably around 199 pounds.
Good estimate, 198.2. We'll give you that.
As an official, you can kind of gauge the weight. Maybe I should work at the amusement park to guess weights.
An 80-pound advantage. How do you counter that?
Stay out from underneath. You really don't. I highly doubt the coach is telling Acala to get underneath. An attempted headlock, spins right back around. Looked like a quick game of bull in the ring there.
Back to neutral start at center, still scoreless.
Looks like Bucks continues to try to work underhooks and underneath. I don't know how well Akela's headlock will work against an opponent 80 pounds heavier, but if he's going to make that turn, he's better go hard, or else he's going to find himself in a bad spot. So far, that appears all he has.
Sergio comes in with a 3-5 record this year. Nathan Bucks comes in at 13-1. 11 of those 13 wins have been by pin, George.
But Bucks obviously is squared up. Big kid. Doesn't look like he gets out of position. And again, you talk about the disadvantage of weight. There's also a different role you need to play as the bigger guy in the fight as well.
So after a lot going on in the opening match, not much going on in the first period of match number 2. Bucks and Akela scoreless as we head to the second 2-minute stanza tonight.
First caution, now second caution on Akela. He's got to be able to put, again, your position is chin in the middle of the back, belly button, your palm on the elbow. He not only jammed him on the start, he did not have the palm on the elbow. He had 2 cautions. The third one will result in a point. Instead of giving up that point, chose to go neutral. Now the score is 1-0 Nate Bucks.
Again, some things we haven't seen in our previous telecast so far this year.
Would not be surprised to see the official again call Akela here for backing away. Bucks the aggressor. If this was sumo wrestling, he would have won on multiple occasions.
They'd be baby sumo wrestlers, right?
Well, he's pushing him outside of the rope quite a few times. Looks like once again, there he goes again, stalling warning as discussed.
So that point awarded to Bucks, so it's now 2-0.
Again, the third caution now against Akela. Another point awarded to Bucks, 3-0.
In a situation like that where they're calling him for backing up, could it just be an example of he's outweighed by 80 pounds and he's just getting pushed around?
Well, you can't just push the guy around. I mean, you have to be stalling, blocking, and trying to stay away. And in this case, you know, again, I think Bucks is clearly the bigger guy by 90 pounds. Akela's not trying to mix it up, so the referee wants to be sure it's just not about pushing the guy around. In fact, the other wrestler is stalling. So the answer to your question is yes. I don't know how you stop a guy that big from pushing you around.
Just put him on his back and pin him. And the match, get it over with, right?
Well, I think he's trying his headlock, and that's a lot of weight to move. If he's going to do it, he's got to go strong and to his hip. He's not going to pull him over top of his hip. He's got to go straight down in a sag headlock and push him directly to the mat.
Counting down the closing seconds of period number 2 here at 285 pounds. Nathan Bucks of Lower Dauphin with a 3-0 lead. And that's the way we'll enter the final 2 minutes. if I'm not mistaken, there hasn't been an earned point yet in this match.
There has not.
All 3 have been awarded.
That's correct. All penalty points. 1 for stalling, 2 for cautions.
How often does something like that happen?
At the heavyweights more often than in other weights, but it is really unusual. You'd want to see the wrestlers earn the points and not the official award. Another caution, another point.
What is he doing incorrectly when he's lining up?
He's not stepping on the starting area, and this is going to end up quickly in a pin. You don't have that much weight on top of you without it. It's over.
Nathan Bucks wins by pin at 285. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
High School Sports Live basketball rivalries feature Hershey's 6'10" Villanova-bound Dylan Painter versus the high-flying McDevitt Crusaders. Harrisburg has reloaded and will battle Carlisle with Deshaun Millington and company. Steel High versus Trinity featuring 6'11" Sean Good. Cedar Cliff versus Redland in the Battle of the West Shore. Kelly Jaycott and the state champion Cumberland Valley Lady Eagles take on Chambersburg.
So now we're going to flip things around. We'll go from the heavyweights down to the other end of the scale as we come out to 106 pounds. For Cedar Cliff, it's going to be Aubrey Dawson against Brianna Vale of Lower Dauphin.
Dawson out with the first 2 points. Attempting a spiral ride right now, working a wrist. Now tries to throw in legs at the corner of the mat. Trying to work a power half. Trying to work against the edge. Keeps him in bounds. He may earn back points. Referee counted 1, nothing more. Only 1 again. Dawson remains in control. Now selects the neutral position, giving up 1 point to Vale, making the match 2-1. Aubrey Dawson. Now on an outside single.
Dawson coming in with a 7-1 record compared to Vale coming in at...
nice high crotch. Nice switch off. Good textbook takedown.
Vale looks like 2-6 on the season.
Dawson now 1-on-1. Stretches it across the back. Looks like a tight waist. Either needs to use this and push it across, which he's going to do. Collects the head. Now scoops the chin. Really looking for a pinning combination. If he could back up and get his chest on chest, which he didn't, left it go. Now going to work a tilt situation off of this. Still has the wrist. Trying to go underneath, cross wrist tilt, back to the other side with no success.
And at period number 1, Aubrey Dawson of Cedar Cliff with a 4-1 lead over Brianna Vale.
It's a girl. It's always good to see. At home.
There's a replay. The takedown.
Brianna Vale, young lady wrestling out here. Staying in the match. Giving up 1.
In a match like this from the male perspective, are you conscious during the match that your opponent's a female?
I never wrestled a female. Now, I wrestled a gentleman who had 1 leg. I wrestled somebody without a hand. But never wrestled a female in a match. And that's one of the great things about wrestling. Anybody can participate. Even if you're blind, there are rules for participation. But I suspect that stakes are higher for the young man, the boy. You get beat by a girl. I don't know if you hear the end of it when you go back to school. But
don't want to go to the lunch table tomorrow in school, do you?
But by the same token, you got Brianna Vale out here, and certainly is not a slouch. She's out here putting up a very, very difficult challenge against a very quality wrestler. So nothing to hang your head about. I'd say, in my opinion, the pressure is on Dawson here, not Vale.
Dawson right now with a 7-2 lead as we approach the halfway point of this match at 106 pounds.
Vale actually keeping good position, the head position. Nice fireman's by Dawson.
2 more points on that takedown, so let's make it 9-2.
Selecting to go neutral, making it 9-3.
For the first time tonight, let's mention the term bonus points here.
Yep.
If you win by 8 points or more, it moves up to a major decision. So you get 14 points for that type of win. And right now it is an 8-point advantage, 11-3.
15 points, you get technical fall, which earns 5 team points. And then if you pin both shoulders to the mat or scapula to the mat for 2 seconds and get the actual pin call, there's 16 points earned.
Potentially dangerous situation there, so we're going to come back to the mat and start again. 11 seconds left, second period. Two periods in the book at 106. Aubrey Dawson of Cedar Cliff with an 11-3 lead over Brianna Vale of Lower Dauphin. Let's take another look here.
Nice fireman's carry here. Boom, right over the top.
2 words on that textbook, right?
Textbook.
That's the way you draw it up.
Pin that elbow tight, come through, dump over the top. Tell you, Brianna Vale's not backing away. She maintains good head position, good hand position.
2 more on the takedown. 13-4. Dawson gives up the 1-point escape. Tried to quickly get 2 more on the takedown, but off the mat. Dawson continues to be the aggressor. 2 more on the takedown.
One escape. Dawson trying to do a technical fall. I don't know if I ever remember a quarter with 10 minutes and 28 seconds, so I think they got to get it straightened out.
Either there's a gremlin in the system or somebody hit a button. 128, that makes more sense. Still a question about scoring. I don't think they awarded the single point yet for that last conceded escape. Okay, 1:02 on the clock, 15-5 to score. That's what they settled on.
Dawson again on an outside single. 17-6. More problems with the score.
This time the clock didn't start from 1:02.
And again, they cannot take the points off the board. What they need to do is award the points as they would be and make an estimation of how much time ran off the clock. Reset the clock at that point.
So no do-overs in wrestling, is there?
There is not, unless it is what's called bad time. Bad time is where you might have started in the wrong position, might have done something to affect the outcome of the match from the officiating standpoint. You can, in fact, go back under bad time and re-wrestle, but there are specific rules what designates bad time.
So yeah, I learn something new every week listening to you.
We've not seen any bad time calls here since we've been
no, since we've been telecasting. No, we haven't.
Again, unlike other sports, when a coach approaches the bench, they can actually ask for clarification of the rules. But unlike other sports where the coach may say, your call stinks, or they question your judgment, it's an immediate unsportsmanlike conduct in wrestling. So they can ask for clarification of the rule, but they can never question judgment at the table. Now we got 50 minutes on the clock.
Okay, they estimate 50 seconds. (17:06), 50 seconds left. Again, the clock didn't start, so they'll just keep time at the table.
Dawson again in on a single, trying to get his opponent to her back. Inside leg still hooked, trying to get her across the shoulder. Working it tight. Trying to start to get points, back points. Great job by Aubrey Dawson fighting off her back. Clock still has not started. I think the mayor went to take a break based upon some other issues, and we've got serious problems with the clock.
Now, can they keep the official time at the table on that?
They should now be resetting the clock according to the rules based upon the time that was used. It should not be 49.4. Estimated probably 30 seconds left on the clock. The referees really should go over and see, again, the clock must not be working, so
right.
They've got a clock out here on the mat. No, that's not one. Oh.
So an evening of firsts here for us in our televised matches. Well, that one's going to go into the books as a 19-7 win for Aubrey Dawson of Cedar Cliff. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Right now at Pizza Hut, you can get any 2 medium pizzas for $6.99 each. Choose any crust, any sauce, any toppings. So go for it, America. Get any toppings, any crust flavor, anything you want on any 2 medium pizzas for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Okay, back at Lower Dauphin. Cedar Cliff. And Lower Dauphin, as we get ready, let's see if the clock starts right this time at 113 pounds as we move on, and apparently the clock is working. So in this match, it's going to be J.J. Wilson of Cedar Cliff taking on Chase Mater of Lower Dauphin.
This ought to be a good match. J.J. Wilson. Both guys, quality wrestlers. Caution already versus J.J. Wilson. In on a single leg. Fended off. Nice headlock attempt. And actually pushes through there to earn 2. Now stretches out. Both boots in over the top. Rolling wrists underneath. Looking for a power half. There you go. He's got it. That is tight. I'm going to tell you something. That is tight. Oh, great job of sliding his arm out, but That was great application. I would suspect that this is going to end quick. Look at this.
Wilson comes in with a 20-6 record this year.
I'll tell you something. That was great, great top running. Again, rolling hips. I bet you're going to see this over and over again. Roll the arms underneath, throw in the half, or throw in both legs, power half again, starting to count. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that hurts.
Oh.
That really hurts. Got to get back chest to chest, chest to chest. That may be it right there. That may be it. Both legs in, double laced over the top. There it is.
Wilson of Cedar Cliff, a winner at 113. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Look, Ryan. Shh. Look over there. I see it. I see it. Is that what I think it is? That's a beauty. Wait, look. There's an even bigger one. Oh, wow. Shh. Oh, man. Don't worry, buddy. I know where there's a whole herd of them.
Stop by Hoffman Ford. You'll be sure to save a lot of bucks.
Back at Lower Dauphin High School, Cedar Cliff has now opened up a 13-6 lead over Lower Dauphin as we move to match number 5 on the evening. This will be at 120 pounds. And on the mat for Cedar Cliff is going to be Louis Tirado against Tyler Walters.
Louis Tirado really quickly in on spin behind. Attempting to earn 2. Great job by Walters getting out. Tirado working a Russian. Ducks down, tries to swing back underneath. Now tries to drag by. Do a double leg, outside single. Keeps working it. He's going from one thing to the other, is Tirado. Great job by Waters fending it off. And again, Tirado really good head position now, has the Russian again, working off of the one arm. Tries now to scoop it up, single leg, goes across. Hard work pays off for the first 2.
First 2 points of the match go to Tirado of Cedar Cliff, 2-0 now over Walters.
Trying to spin out on the one arm here. Inside wrist control, trying to get it free from underneath.
Tirado 9-5 this year with 49 career victories.
Been trying to scoop that arm out, really going the whole way to the outside, putting pressure on.
Walters coming in at 13-8, 34 wins in his career.
Tirado is bound and determined to get this arm free from the inside. Again, establishing wrist control, rides it out for the first period, 2-0 lead.
Let's take one more look at that takedown.
Russian into an outside single, switches off to a double.
Back to live action, period number 2 underway. Tirado 2-0 over Walters.
See that, John? That was perfect. Wrist, arm between the body, then spin around. He got 1 and 2. Now may earn back points. He's got a Navy in. Now he's tried to hook the wrist. Walters now flattening out. Tirado now has an arm bar in. Going to try to run it. Scooping the other wrist to be able to get leverage. He's got to make sure he gets the other wrist in order to run this. He's got him turned halfway. Good job by Waters by flattening out, putting all his weight back onto that shoulder. Tirado forced to move away from it. Still keeps the wrist. Now working it between the crotch. Between the crotch now, he runs outside for a half. Really working multiple things here. I like Tirado. Still has the wrist trap between the crotch. Now cross wrist, tilt, spins right through. Wrist control is so important here. You got to get your hands free if you want to get out from the bottom. Tirado maintaining control, trying to spin him on the side. Now cross shoulder. Now he's earning back points. Trying to go chest to chest here. He does earn the fall.
Tirado of Cedar Cliff, a winner at 120 by fall. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Karen has 459 friends, but none of them made sure she got home okay. None of them suggested she skip the next drink, try a glass of water, or maybe just call it a night. Karen has 459 friends, but tonight, what she really needed was one good one.
Welcome back to Lower Dauphin. We move on now. We are now at 126 pounds.
Nice fireman's carry right from the door.
For Cedar Cliff, it's Josh McLaughlin against Colton Castle.
Those who have been around for the years, the Castle family is synonymous with wrestling in Lower Dauphin. Coach Cleon Castle and many Castle boys here at Lower Dauphin in a long storied wrestling family tradition. Is in a really bad situation here and looks like he's going to get stacked up for a quick fall here early in the first period. Again, needs to settle back a little bit on that shoulder. He's going back, getting chest to chest, trying to dig the shoulder underneath again. Has the arm laced, now pulls the head and chin, gains a much better position to pin. Again, both scapula need to be down for 2 seconds. Castle doing a good job of trying to fight off his back. Needs to settle back a little bit and does. Really, really good pinning position here. Castle doing a good job of fighting, but this is really, really tight.
Great camera shot there. You can see the shoulder's not quite down there yet.
Good job by the official not calling it. There we go. Looks
Getting
close
closer.
there. Still see a
One
little
more
daylight.
push. 20 seconds left. Will time run out? 5 seconds.
Tell you one thing, I don't know how you get better position than that.
Wow.
Castle, great job of fighting.
Man, I'm tired just watching him stay.
I wish they had the camera on us.
Avoiding the-
We're leaning into each other, twisting all around.
Wow, after all that, McLaughlin's going to take a 5-0 lead to period number 2. Through Cedar Cliff, we're now starting to get into the meat of their lineup with all their experience. Tirado, the last match, had 49 career victories. McLaughlin comes in with 54 career victories. And the numbers just keep getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, Cedar Cliff has a stacked middle of their lineup. And I suspect bonus points throughout. McLaughlin again in, trying to work a dump. Still has the elbow trap, not in the greatest position. Now tries to switch off to another dump. Other side, keeps the arm attached. Puts his head, laces underneath the arm, now trying to get out. Get his legs free, now to settle back, chest to chest again. Castle in a really bad spot with his legs tied up now. I suspect, again, this is a very, very tight pinning position right here. Got him stacked up on both sides. A lot of credit to Castle, no give up. McLaughlin again needs to trap the leg and run the leg directly into Castle's nose. Trying to squeeze it together. Stay perpendicular. Head in the side. Lift him up here. Keep that nose tight. Be careful not to overcommit. Now he's trying to stack. Great job by Castle in fighting. Got to give him credit.
3 more points, though, is going to make it 11-0.
Castle now earning an escape for the first point of the match. McLaughlin clearly good on his feet. That was a sloppy shot.
So 4 minutes down at 126. Let's take another look at this.
Again, right there, Fireman's. Traps that elbow, comes to the other side, uses his head to push across. Earns not only the takedown, but also back points.
Back to live action. Period number 3 underway. 11-1. Josh McLaughlin of Cedar Cliff on top. Colts with the overall lead in this one, 19-6 so far. Here's another quick look here at the start there.
Again, he's got a claw up top. We'll see. Don't know what the call was there. I saw nothing illegal from my viewpoint.
You and a couple dozen other people here in the crowd tonight. Of course, the official's always wrong, isn't he?
Well, I've been out there many times. I know you can't please half of the crowd half the time. McLaughlin now earning back points. Earned 2 more.
2 more. 13-2. At this point, we're in major decision territory.
McLaughlin clearly trying to get a technical fall here. Earned 2 more at least here. 3, 4, 5, earns 3 more. Make it 16-2. He will now release it and attempt to earn at least 2 more points. And again, a simple claw now letting him up. A takedown will earn him a 15-point margin of victory, which will be a technical fall and earn his team 5 points. Now another dump situation. Comes around for a leg. Has to clear the arm. Good job by Castle fighting and not giving up the takedown.
Looks like time's going to run out on this one, but Josh McLaughlin with a major decision at 126 for Cedar Cliff. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
Forfeit.
We move on to 132, where there's going to be a forfeit by Lower Dauphin. So with that, then we're going to move on to 138. Six more points for Cedar Cliff now makes the score 29-6. We go to 138.
Christian Vaughn versus Connor McGee. Connor McGee weighing in at 132, bumping up to 138. It doesn't appear that Cedar Cliff has a true 38-pounder. A couple of options at 20 or 32. Vaughn in this case, weighing in at 139.5.
Vaughn coming in with a record this year of 8-10. Connor McGee coming in at 9-8. But McGee does have 52 career wins. George, maybe not in a match like this, but in a tight match, that experience. You've been out there and you've won 50 matches in your career. Does that really play, or could that really play a difference in a tight match somewhere down the line?
When you have the experience of winning and knowing how to complete a match, there's a lot of confidence by your coach and yourself knowing that you're able to achieve it. And despite having an even-up record, he's obviously a competitive record, and the ability for him to close out matches and win and have that experience, it's just like everybody else. You may have a good game, you can't close out and win, you lack confidence. When you win 50 matches, you have a little bit more confidence to be able to actually close out tight matches in a victory.
Closing seconds of period number 1 at 138 pounds. We are still scoreless. I think you made it an important term there when you said closing out a match. I know when we get further on down the road into district competition and regional and in the state meet, how many times do you see a match decided by a move with like 2 or 3 seconds left on the clock?
The higher level,
because guys finish and some guys can't get that match to finish in their favor, and something happens right at the last second. 6 minutes. It's not decided in the first 5:40 or 5:50. Sometimes it's the last 2 or 3 seconds.
Higher level of competition, the more important it is to finish. Example, you go to college. I was not taken down my senior year. The first month of practice, I didn't get a takedown. The difference was the ability to finish. When you get to higher caliber of wrestling, you've got to be able to finish. And here, again, and in higher level competition, you've got to finish your moves. You can't get a half takedown, you've got to get a full takedown. Guys are competing the whole way until the whistle blows. The ability to finish determines winners and losers at the higher level.
So after a scoreless opening period, we've now got a 2-1 decision.
Nice cross wrist tilt.
2-1 advantage for Connor McGee of Cedar Cliff at 138.
Now we'll have a 4-2 disadvantage. I'm sorry, 5-1. 5-1. More back points. There you go. 8-1. Got to get rid of, got to leave go of it. Still has the wrist. Shouldn't give the points without completely releasing the move.
Two more points awarded, makes it a 10-1 decision in favor of Connor McGee.
Connor McGee, caution for not having his palm on the elbow. Clean start.
I think we may have seen more caution so far tonight than we've seen in any other match we've done in a couple of years.
Agree. Vaughn doing a great job of getting to his feet. Looks like he at least escaped. Will earn one, at least will earn one.
So that's going to make it 10-2 as we head to the final period. Another look at the replay on this one.
And cross wrist tilt, holding him there. Hey, Vaughn looks like a strong kid. McGee, again, put himself in a bad spot. Really, Vaughn escapes. And again, attempted a lateral drop, got himself caught in a bad spot, then ended up coming back and reversing, and may now earn back points.
So again, this could be a situation where that experience paid off. He may have been in that spot before and knew what to do.
He didn't
Rather
panic.
than just react, he didn't panic. He just went ahead and did it.
Unlike the Bowling Springs Big Springs match the other night, where the kid panicked, rolled into the guy, got pinned, turned the match around. Not the wrong decision there.
Off the mat, let's bring it back to center and start again.
Vaughn in now on a single. Should not have went to his hip there. You got to push, pull, stay on your feet. Trying to come back around. McGee still has the ankle. Still has the ankle. Now potentially dangerous, hangs on, not giving up two.
48 seconds left in this one, potentially. McGee in command at 12-5. Because you were talking earlier about the atmosphere, the way they darken the house here at Lower Dauphin. If you're not used to this kind of setting, could that be distracting to you? If you're used to wrestling all the time with the lights up, and now all of a sudden you're out here and things are kind of dim?
I think if you're scared, it may make you scareder. I don't know if it affects your ability to wrestle. Wrestling's such an enclosed feel and reaction game that if it intimidates you or you don't have the vision or the feel, the only thing it may do is cause you to have more adrenaline or nerves or jitters. But I don't see it affecting your ability to execute.
Connor McGee of Cedar Cliff, a winner at 138. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Cedar Cliff now leading Lower Dauphin by a score of 33-6. We move on to our next match tonight, 145 pounds.
Quick, quick, quick. Is it Jared Meese?
Jared Meese of Cedar Cliff.
That was a great first takedown. Got a bar right away. Switched it on both sides. Now double bars. He gets his leg free. He's going to spin this around the head. He's got it tight. Again, he's got to find a post. There he goes. Trying to run it on the outside. That is not a pleasant spot. Lost it. Had that tight and lost it.
That is David DiNataris of Lower Dauphin. Jared Meese of Cedar Cliff.
Now he, near side half. He's got that in tight. Oh, my. Oh, Lord, what happened there? I got to see this. Referee calling potentially dangerous. I want to see why. He's got a half in. He's pushing it hard. Don't know what the call was there. It caused me to flick my pen. And I think the Cedar Cliff crowd was equally discouraged.
Yeah.
Again, tight waist. He's got both arms, earning back points. Don't blink quick, folks. Based upon the way Nice is working this, I suspect you may see a quick ending. And again, another cross wrist tilt, same position, earning back points. Boy, that was quick.
Mies gets the fall at 1:45. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Brenner is back on Paxton Street with Brenner Pre-Owned. Choose from over 300 quality pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and minivans. We've got your next vehicle that's priced to fit your budget. At Brenner Pre-Owned, we have financing for every credit situation, plus 100% guaranteed credit. We'll get you driving today. Get to Brenner Pre-Owned, back on Paxton Street or anytime at BrennerPreowned.com. 24/7 at BrennerPreowned.com.
Back, we are going to have a forfeited 152 pounds in favor of Cedar Cliff. So that's now going to up the advantage to 45-6. Colts just dominating, as they have all season long. There are 11 matches so far. There are 11 dual matches. They've won by an average score of 60-12.
Wow. Bob Craig would be proud.
And I think another interesting statistic, in the 11 matches, 154 matches in those 11, right? Cedar Cliff has lost 31 of them.
That's pretty impressive.
That's almost an 80% win percentage of all the matches they've wrestled so far this year. So we're going to move on to 152, or actually 160 pounds now, with that forfeit at 152. And it looks like it's going to be Ball against Bailey Shutt.
Ball in for the first takedown. I'm sorry, Bailey Shutt in for the first takedown. Shutt, one of the better quality wrestlers for Lower Dauphin here.
Donovan Ball, Cedar Cliff. Bailey Shutt, Lower Dauphin.
Cross face, trying to hook up on the outside. Cross face cradle, trying to post behind the knee, run the chin to the knee. Looks like he's got it locked up. Now he's pulling him back. Bailey Shutt's got it tight. Forehead in the temple, knee in the side. Trying to post up, earns 3 near fall.
Shutt coming in, he was a district champ last year, 17-3 this year, 86 wins in his career. Certainly well on his way to that 100 win club here at Lower Dauphin.
Yeah, all of these positions so far have been pinning position. Looks like Shutt is just trying to get a little bit of work in, earn points before he gets the pin here. Again, spins around quickly. It's got him faced, perpendicular. Could be over right here. Now he's trying to go for the pin. It is there.
Beats the clock with just under 4 seconds left. Bailey Shutt of Lower Dauphin, a winner by pin at 160. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Advanced Hoops is offering the 3D guarantee. Charlie Fortney believes the 3 dimensions are game speed shooting with professional instruction, crossover intensity with ball handling whiz Gerald Jarman, and 5-on-5 games building playing experience in competition. These 3 dimensions are needed for well-rounded training.
I'm looking for players that want to take their game to the next dimension. The 3D guarantee is for players who want to work.
To sign up for the 3D guarantee, go to advancedhoops.com.
Welcome back to Lower Dauphin. The Cedar Cliff Colts lead the Lower Dauphin Falcons 45-12 as we now move on to 170 pounds. And it's Brandon Schaefer of Lower Dauphin.
Brendan
Schaefer, sorry.
The only reason I know, his father and I used to work together in the Pennsylvania Treasury Department about 20 years ago.
Who haven't you worked with over your career?
I saw him up there with his chew tobacco before the match. He didn't use chew tobacco in the gym. He was outside nervous before the match, and I know we used to talk. Brendan has been in wrestling since I've known Darren, and I know he certainly doesn't miss a match as a father.
That's Emerson Wentz, the opponent for Cedar Cliff.
And I see him and his wife Dorinda up there. Brendan with a good block. Now again, trying to come back around the outside.
Matches are flying by, so stay tuned for after when this is concluded. We'll have our giant post-match show, and during that time we'll be awarding our Capital Region Insurance Agency Move of the Match and our Hoffman Ford Wrestler of the Match. So stay tuned for those two announcements coming up later on. Still scoreless, opening period at 170.
So we got a chance to see Bailey Shutt, again, top-ranked district wrestler. We get to see Schaefer here, and then we get Josh Colello at 182. 3 quality wrestlers that are going to be making impacts towards the end of the season this year.
Yeah, get used to hearing those names because you're going to be hearing about them a lot in the weeks to come.
Yep. Good job with Brennan. Low ankle grab, earns 2.
End of period number 1. Brendan Schaefer of Lower Dauphin with a 2-0 advantage over Emerson Wentz, Cedar Cliff.
Schaefer trying to get his arms cleared now, being controlled. Almost giving up 2 there, rolling through with a Granby. On his feet, must be taken down to the mat, trying to switch, being taken down again. Wentz remains in control. Looks like there will be blood time. Blood time, Brendan Schaefer.
So while we have a timeout on the mat, let's take a quick break. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Guys, awake back there. Hello. Hey, we're taking a quick break.
Look, Ryan. Shh. Look over there. I see it. I see it. Is that what I think it is? That's a beauty. Wait, look. There's an even bigger one. Oh, wow. Shh. Oh, man. Don't worry, buddy. I know where there's a whole herd of them.
Stop by Hoffman Ford. You'll be sure to save a lot of bucks.
So the blood situation cleared up. We're getting ready to resume action at 170 pounds. Brendan Schaefer of Lower Dauphin, 2-0 lead over Emerson Wentz of Cedar Cliff.
And straight up, trying to clear his hands. Does a good job of turning in. Does Schaefer. Clears himself out for a 3-0 lead. A minute to go in the second period. He needs to do a better job of moving his opponent to set the shot up. In this case, Wentz is a taller opponent. A lot of leverage. Nice outside single. Tries to trap the leg. Counter by Schaefer. Needs to come underneath that arm. Needs to underhook it and slide by. Stalemate called by the official.
So we'll restart this one. There's also another big match going on tonight. I believe Central Dauphin and Mifflin County are going at it.
Yep.
In Mid-Penn Commonwealth tonight.
Mifflin County really solid tonight.
With the Hidley brothers.
Yep. Be checking Penn Live on the way home to find out the results of that match.
End of period number 2 at 170. Rather low scoring affair, but Brendan Schaefer of Lower Dauphin has a 3-0 advantage.
You wonder why, you know, as a coach and somebody watch wrestling, why they wait to the end of the period to do something like that. What a great duck under, would have earned him 2 points. You got to do that during the regulation time. Working a spiral in the claw, trying to get a leg in. Not much going on there.
Shot of the Cedar Cliff bench. Another caution.
Brendan Schaefer, second caution.
Wish I was keeping track of the cautions on this one tonight.
There's certainly a lot of them.
George, one nice thing I have to give Cedar Cliff credit for is putting the names on the backs of the singlets.
Yeah, I know.
That's
helps
nice.
us out. I think we should mandate that on all televised matches.
Although some night I could see the guys, hey, let's mess with the announcers. Let's change the singlets. What do you say?
I don't know if anybody, they're a little too close. The singlets may not want to be used by other wrestlers. It's the first time I've seen that in high school.
Again, a night of firsts for us.
Yep.
And also, if you notice on the up between the shoulder blades there of the Cedar Cliff wrestlers, the initials of Medard Kowalski.
Yep, I see that.
Their teammate who passed away last year.
Stalemate. Takedown separates the two wrestlers. Blood time. Wentz not doing much moving. He put his head down and let the blood drip on the mat. Now we're going to have a lot of time for cleanup here.
Okay, so while they're cleaning up this mess on the mat, let's take a quick break. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
At Giant, it's never been easier for you to shop smart. Discover low prices on the items you buy most. Save on thousands of items every week with new Red Bonus Buy savings. And with gas rewards, you save big at the pump. You'll love how your savings stack up. Only at Giant. Earn Gas Extra Reward savings every time you shop. And pump up your rewards even more with weekly bonus offers in-ad and in-store. Gas Extra Rewards go farther at Giant.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
So the blood situation cleared up. We're back to live action at 170 pounds. Seconds ticking away. Brendan Schaefer of Lower Dauphin with a 3-1 lead, trying to close out Emerson Wentz of Cedar Cliff.
Really playing heavy defense here.
And Schaefer of Lower Dauphin, your winner at 170. Let's take another quick break. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFL.
High School Sports Live basketball rivalries feature Hershey's 6'10" Villanova-bound Dylan Painter versus the high-flying McDevitt Crusaders. Harrisburg has reloaded and will battle Carlisle with Deshaun Millington and company. Steel High versus Trinity featuring 6'11" Sean Good. Cedar Cliff versus Redland in the Battle of the West Shore. Kelly Jaycott and the state champion Cumberland Valley Lady Eagles take on Chambersburg.
So let's do a quick reset here. This match has already been decided. That was decided actually long ago. Cedar Cliff with a 45-15 lead. 2 matches to go as we move on now to 182 tonight. Evan Morrow of Lower Dauphin and Josh Colello of Cedar Cliff.
Oh boy, strong. Great position. Those legs look like tree trunks. Morrow also very strong. Good matchup for Colello tonight.
May have heard the name Morrill from the Falcons football team. Sort of a do-everything. Running back, receiver, linebacker.
Good athlete. Really strong kid, really good on balance. Looks like he's in good shape.
He comes into this one with a 14-3 record this year, 54 career wins. But that's nothing compared to what Mr. Colello has put up on the board. He comes in at 13-3 with 6 pins this year, 122 wins already in his Cedar Cliff career.
Good test tonight, though. 2 strong kids, 2 good athletes. Expect you're going to see some quality wrestling here tonight. Colello again with a drag down, outside pull by. Trying to spin around, earns the first 2. Not yet, not yet. Didn't take him down. There it goes.
So Colello strikes first.
Boy, he's a strong kid.
These guys are built the way I would like to be, right?
we were a couple of years ago. During the time where I wrestled the bear at the Sportsman Show. When my dad told me there's nothing I couldn't pin, and I realized the 700-pound black bear was a whole lot different. Oh, that's dangerous. Illegal.
Yeah, I was watching one of the basketball telecasts the other night. They had the halftime shootout. What do you say halfway next match? Let's have a minute on the mat with George.
Well,
we'll pick somebody out of the crowd. We'll put you out on the mat, and we'll see who can get the better of it for 1 minute. What do you say?
I bet you'd have a lot of takers in the crowd over the years. Although we haven't raised taxes in 11 years, but I know it gets more and more difficult. This is a gym that I practiced in quite frequently when I was in high school. Remember the coach, a guy that is no longer with us, Chucky Villa. We had a lot of time spent back in the back gym, and at that time, I actually took a recruiting visit to Pitt as a result of the coach here at Lower Dauphin. So a lot of good wrestling here, a storied tradition of wrestling in Lower Dauphin, in what I believe is one of the nicest communities in Dauphin County, Hummelstown, Pennsylvania.
Colello ups his advantage now to 3-1.
Back then, it was Coach Ed Nicewinder. Good job. Nice low single, no panic by Colello. Marill still holding tough on the inside. Nice, hangs on to the Wizard. Colello still hanging onto the leg. Needs to scoop it free, limp arm himself out and swing around. Marill holding tight onto that. Colello still across. Wizard in, no takedown, no control. Now takes him back. Marill does a good job of trying to stay there now on both hips. Colello has to earn that.
Hard fought 2 points there, makes it 5-1.
Gives up one. Marill now on the single. Colello just has strong hips. Dropped them straight down. Dropped Marill straight down. I mean, he had a nice high crotch position there. Literally slammed the hips into the back of his neck. Marill forced to release a strong kid. Colello spins around for an easy 2.
Looks like we'll just ride out this second period now. Josh will take a 7-2 lead.
Marill selecting the defensive position for the third period.
Again, a reminder, stay tuned for our giant post-match show. That will feature the Capital Region Insurance Agency move of the match and the Hoffman Ford wrestler of the match.
Caution. Colello.
I think that's caution number 417 tonight.
Well, fortunately, it's not costing Colello a point. It's not cumulative by team.
There's another caution.
Caution again. Second one on Colello. Next one will cost him a point.
Get 3 for a quarter, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
You get one more. Josh lets him go.
I tell you, Marill's nice on his feet. That's a nice way to get in on the leg. And again, you got to finish. He's in a really good spot. Colello now on both hips. And you know what? That is not 2. The referee awarded 2. That is not 2. I'm telling you right now. Marill's still battling with it. He's been awarded 2, but he's never really, in my opinion, established clear control.
But that's going to tighten things up. It's now 7-5.
Yeah, it is. Out of bounds. Marill now in control. Again, that was, in my opinion, the referee needs to see clear control established. In that case, again, judgment call. Awarded 2. Colello now asking for injury timeout. The crowd here at Lower Dauphin is not happy.
If a wrestler requests an injury timeout, does the official have to grant it?
That's an interesting question. When kids used to come to me and say, I want an injury timeout, my first response was,
no.
Tell me what's wrong.
Yeah.
If there was no clear indication that's an injury, I direct them back to the center of the mat. So you have to give a good response and at least show me you are injured somewhere. Mm-hmm. In this case, he said injury timeout. I didn't see where he was injured. But again, he requested time. The referee awarded it.
So let's reset this one. We got a minute 16 left, the third period. 182 pounds, our next to last match of the evening. Josh Colello of Cedar Cliff with a 7-5 lead over Evan Morrill of Lower Dauphin.
I still don't know what the injury was there. That might have been what's termed a breather. Great job working slow up by Colello, trying to control wrists, keeping himself in a good spot, continuing to turn away and in. Controlling wrists, now trying to sprawl away. Gets it free, now turns around for 2 reversal.
Opens up some breathing room now. 4-point advantage.
So did that injury timeout. Murill turns right back and spins in, trying to get his own reversal. Out of bounds, does earn one.
36 seconds left. Crowd starting to get excited about this one.
Murill looking good. Colello just a bit gassed. Murill now on the attack. Not a good position there. Colello with heavy hips. You've got to really put yourself in a position to set it up or you're going to be expending energy, and he's going to end up turning around for two. Now in on a single, 10 seconds remaining. Probably be content to riding it out here. Stalemate, 1 second remaining. Good match, though.
It's all over but the shouting. Josh Colello of Cedar Cliff, your winner at 182. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Right now at Pizza Hut, you can get any 2 medium pizzas for $6.99 each. Choose any crust, any sauce, any toppings. So go for it, America. Get any toppings, any crust flavor, anything you want on any 2 medium pizzas for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
So that's going to bring us up to our last match of the night. Cedar Cliff on top, 48-15. And we move on to 195.
We need a pin here, John, to make my prediction come true.
Looks like Cole Whalen against Hunter Harnish.
Cole Whalen. The Whalen name, another storied name in Cedar Cliff history. Any of you remember Bob Whalen? I think he was a multiple state place winner and also wrestled for, I believe it was, I don't know where Bob actually wrestled for. I think it might have been one of the academies.
He was one of those guys back during Bob Craig's prime.
He was.
You know.
During my era.
Did it all on the football field in the fall, and
He
they
did.
just moved it inside and did it all over again on the mat.
Bobby was a heck of a wrestler, a heck of an athlete. Now works, I believe, for Cleveland Brothers.
Could you hear that?
Still no score. Coming up on 30 seconds left. Opening period 195. Final match of the night.
No surprises. Cedar Cliff coming out, dominating in the weights that they were expected to. A couple of good individual matchups, but Cedar Cliff clearly showing a 12 straight match. Significant margin of victory.
I think one thing we have to start talking about is our next wrestling telecast is a week from Saturday. It's going to be Cumberland Valley at Cedar Cliff.
Good match.
Cumberland Valley took care of Lower Dauphin 66-0 Saturday. Cedar Cliff comes back and is going to put a hurting on the Falcons again. Have you seen anything so far that could be the precursor of what we might see a week from Saturday?
As I think Cumberland Valley, I think I see a little bit more strength in Cumberland Valley in the lighter weights. You know, there may be an advantage there. As I go through the lineup next week, I'm going to take a look particularly around the between the 106 and 120 pound matchups. I think that may be the area of advantage for Cumberland Valley. But when you get to the upper weights and middle weights of Cedar Cliff, they've got a solid lineup. No real weaknesses. And I think for the Battle of the West Shore title, it will be a great match. I'm not only looking forward to being there in person, but also bringing a competitive match like that live to viewers at home.
That'll be the kind of match where I guess maybe bonus points will be big.
Bonus points, matchups, coin toss, and I'm sure the crowd will certainly add to the electric of that tight matchup.
And 2 nights before that, on the preceding Thursday, Cumberland Valley's going up against Central Dauphin.
Yeah, I wish we could televise that match. That was one that we always have on our schedule every year, and this year a decision was made by the administration in the Central Dauphin School District not to have any televised games during weeknights. So that's one that we'd like to have on the broadcast, and hopefully we will in future years. That's the East Shore-West Shore matchup of the Goliaths in wrestling, and certainly bring you updates and hopefully some discussion on Thursday night as it relates to the outcome of that match.
Yeah, never forget, 2 years ago, I believe it was, we did the one at Central Dauphin where the Eagles went in to CD and handed them the first loss ever in their new building, in that gym.
And since that, Cumberland Valley has remained the dominant team in AAA and District 3 here.
And the coaches also gave us a marquee matchup that night on the match.
Yeah, they did.
On the mat.
They did. Speaking of, we were talking earlier about the Cumberland Valley Boyertown matchup, and what that was a little bit about a week ago, some controversial calls, a defensive pin that twisted that match around to give Cumberland Valley its first dual meet loss.
Okay, mentioned defensive pin. It's one of my favorite questions. How often do you see something like that happen?
Very infrequently, and again, you want to make sure that the shoulders are pinned by rule for 2 seconds. I guess the concern there was that it was more of a touch fall. I was not there to witness it, but certainly a lot of discussion about the way that was called. 2 calls in the match controversial, and certainly we'll get a chance in the District 3 team championships to watch Cumberland Valley get a rematch against Boyertown.
So it's 1-0 Hunter Harnish of Lower Dauphin with the lead over Cole Whalen of Cedar Cliff. Harnish comes into this one with a 12-7 record. Mr. Whalen comes in, I believe, with a 10-1 mark this year. Cole with 56 wins in his career.
Looking for Peterson. He's got a trap. Needs to sit back with the arm and the leg. Unable to do so. Still has it locked up now. Harnish makes his way back around. Whalen still trailing 1-0.
So it looks like a lot of action, but nothing as far as the scoreboard is concerned.
Yeah, both guys working hard. Harnish now with the legs in over the top, trying to work a power half.
One minute to go in this match and the night.
That's a tough call there, too. I don't know what you could do from the bottom when a guy got double legs in over top. You gotta restart him. You can't. It's very difficult when the top guy throws the legs. He has a responsibility to promote the action. Very difficult for the bottom guy to move when you've got your hips pinned to the mat. Either you restart him with a stalemate, or you allow them to wrestle. In this case, the top guy may be working all he wants. The bottom guy cannot do anything with his hips pinned to the mat.
Point awarded. It's going to make it 2-0, and that's going to look like it's going to be about it. Hunter Harnish of Lower Dauphin finishes things off tonight with a win over Cole Whalen of Cedar Cliff by a count of 2-0. So we'll be back with more from Lower Dauphin. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by BHFA.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two, it's dinner time. When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
How about we cut some fat from the system? How about we lose the hot air and secondhand smoke? Let's give everyone a great choice of doctors and remember we're our own primary care providers. Let's build better plans and pick up some better habits along the way. It's time to be the change we want to see in healthcare and the change we want to see in ourselves. Let's do it all for health. Highmark, Blue Shield.
No regrets. If only she'd parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened. At rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today. Because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Erie Insurance. Right now at Pizza Hut, you can get any 2 medium pizzas for $6.99 each. Choose any crust, any sauce, any toppings. So go for it, America. Get any toppings, any crust flavor, anything you want on any 2 medium pizzas for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Pac Financial, helping local families build, manage, and protect their retirement savings. Do you have a game plan for retirement? Stephen Marazzo is a local advisor who listens and cares about your needs. No account is too large or too small. Let Pac Financial and Steve Marazzo design a winning game plan for your retirement. Call Steve at 717-564-6400 and ask about the free, no-obligation retirement projection.
We've been saying all night that it's a night of firsts here for us on our telecasts here on High School Sports Live, and we're continuing that through with our giant post-match report coming up here. We deemed Jaden Demi of Cedar Cliff our wrestler of the match. He was the victorious in the very first match of the night. Unfortunately, Jaden was not feeling well, so as soon as the match was over, he went home. So now joining us is Coach Rapsey of Cedar Cliff. And Coach, tell us a little bit about what Jaden was going through there. He had an injury and everything else, and he had the bloody nose. And
yeah, he's been under the weather a little, and we just, he got banged up pretty good there and wasn't feeling good, so we, he needed to head home. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he hadn't been feeling good, so.
What does that say about him? I mean, everybody knows about his exploits on the football field, but the way he gutted that one out, I mean, not feeling well and injured, and he goes through all that, and it still manages to hang on for the win.
Yeah, no, he's a tough kid. He's a great kid, works hard in the room. We got him out for the first time last year, and he's only been, out with us for 2 years. I think he's like 16-2 right now, and his 2 losses are an overtime loss at the Powerade tournament, and he was in a 2-2 match with a nationally ranked kid out at Powerade, a kid that placed in the state tournament last year, lost a takedown late. There's only 2 losses. So he's doing a tremendous job for us. Yeah, he's got a lot of heart and a lot of drive.
And we saw he was clearly in a position to be at a weight disadvantage tonight.
Yeah.
It looked like he was the aggressor from his feet.
Yeah.
Tried to get underneath to slide around and stop from being put underneath.
Right.
Was still able to put up with the level of pressure and weight disadvantage and still come out on top.
Yeah. No, he usually is undersized in all of his matches because we wrestle him up. He wrestles heavyweight sometimes. He's got to eat up to qualify for heavyweight.
I wish I heard that when I was a wrestler.
Right, yeah,
you got to eat up. I heard
more milkshakes and French fries. Come on, load up.
So it's, he's doing a great job for us. He could be an 82-pounder or a 95-pounder. He comes out and does what he has to for the team. So he's usually at a weight disadvantage.
Speaking of the team, we were building up a little bit. The West Shore matchup of next week. It's going to be an exciting. We got Cumberland Valley CD on Tuesday, and then we got a huge matchup that we're going to bring live between Cedar Cliff and Cumberland Valley.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to matchups. Any expectations, thoughts, matchups, the idea of looking forward to that and circling on your calendar. What are your thoughts about that upcoming match?
Well, we picked that match up as a non-league match. I mean, we haven't wrestled for a few years, and we thought we need to wrestle, So, and we thought it'd be a good match and be a good end-of-year match. We knew we'd have a good team. They're always good. We knew they'd have a good team, and we thought it'd be a nice end-of-the-year match. So we wanted that match. We'll see how it goes. I'm not overly excited about how we wrestled tonight, to be honest. Probably on the year, maybe not our best match tonight overall. But we have a big tournament this weekend, 5 dual meets. We got Jersey Shore, Greensburg, Salem out of Pittsburgh, Warrior Run, who's undefeated in Double A. A lot of good teams, so we got to get through that. But if we do, it's going to set up a really nice match next Saturday. You're going to see two of the better teams, I believe, in the district. So,
knowing you, Coach Rapsy,
Yeah.
you like them not to compete at their highest level. I suspect you'll use that as motivation for this weekend and next week.
We'll see,
You prepared a great team. You got a lot of optimism towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming over and sharing your thoughts, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Thanks,
Yep.
Coach. Okay, see you
Thank
again
you.
next Saturday.
Yep.
So again, Coach Rapsy talking about Jaden Demi of Cedar Cliff, our wrestler of the match from the Capital Region Insurance Agency. Now with our move of the match, CRIA, and it was Nathan Bucks of Lower Dauphin with the quick move right there, and he gets the pin in our second match of the night. That was 285 pounds. Nathan Bucks of Lower Dauphin with our Capital Region Insurance Agency move of the match. Again, Jaden Demi of Cedar Cliff, our Hoffman Ford wrestler of the match tonight. So nothing seems to have changed for Cedar Cliff. Coach said they didn't wrestle, but they still come up with a 30-point win. That they just keep rolling along.
Cedar Cliff is back to wrestling prominence. I think I've seen their team rebuild. I think there's been a commitment at the elementary and junior high level. We've seen the development of some quality wrestlers. You got the Colellos back. You got some big names back in the Cedar Cliff gym. And I don't know about you, but I'm a wrestling fan. And I'm looking forward to the Cumberland Valley Cedar Cliff match. Even though it's a non-league match, they still may match up in the District 3 AAA team championships. It could be a precursor of what's to come from a number of kids who are matched up at the highest level of districts. And bringing that to the home audience is going to be a thrill, probably, for what we believe may be the best matchup we're going to bring to the home viewing audience next Thursday. And it's good to be back in Dauphin County tonight. But we'll be back in Cumberland County next Thursday.
Yeah, Coach Rapsy said that Cedar Cliff and CV have not wrestled in a number of years. We may have televised the last match. It was at Cedar Cliff, and it was not very competitive. Cumberland Valley really had control of that, so maybe Coach will take out the whole thing, or take out the tape of that one and get going. So
Great.
again, that's Cumberland Valley and Cedar Cliff. That will be next Saturday, a week from Saturday, January 23rd, 7 o'clock airtime here on ABC 27. So that's going to do it for wrestling tonight. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule, though. Our next basketball telecast is going to be Monday, January 18th. Cedar Cliff and George Washington. This is, of course, on President's Day, and at 4:15, it's going to be Lower Marion taking on Abington Heights. And then a good one to wrap things up, a triple header on Monday, that is, actually. It's Harrisburg taking on Penwood. That will come your way at 6 o'clock. So again, the final here tonight from Lower Dauphin. Cedar Cliff takes control of the Mid-Penn Keystone Division title with the 48-18 win over Lower Dauphin. George Hartwick, I'm John Reppins. For all of our crew here with the Invictus Sports team, thanks for watching, and we will talk to you next Saturday from Cedar Cliff. Again, the final tonight. Cedar Cliff 48, Lower Dauphin 18. Good night from Hummelstown.